Hey, I'm DaniSurname, and it is day 11 of the 12 days of DaniSurname. It is now December 29th, and I'm doing my Christmas haul very late, but if you've seen the videos before, I was ill, moving along, gonna catch up. So, the biggest thing that I got for Christmas, like the greatest thing, the thing that I love the most, was a whole bunch of photography print books. If you saw my birthday haul, you'll know I got the work of Martin Munkaczy, and for Christmas I got several things. Ta-da! I got The Decisive Moment, which is about Henri Cartier-Bresson, who, if you've seen my stuff, you know that he's my fave. He's my top dog, is Henri Cartier-Bresson. And then Street Photographer's Manual, which is basically like an encyclopedia of various different street photographers through the years. Very cool. So I am very into, right now, photography history. Actually, it's providing me with a lot of inspiration, and I think it sets the groundwork for a hell of a lot of the skills that I've learnt, which is great, and probably will be something that I transfer into other skills. But yes, I'm loving the history of photography, particularly street work, because that's what I'm doing right now. I also got the work of Ansel Adams, who is probably one of, if not the most famous photographer just to exist ever. Because yeah, it's Ansel Adams. And a lot of his work is nature stuff, which isn't something that I'm particularly interested in, but he was amazing at tones, which just blows my mind. But yeah, this is Ansel Adams, 400 photographs, and you've got to be pretty impressive to have a book that has 400 of your best shots. Just wow, so much tone, so happy with that. I did choose all of these books. I sent my grandparents a list of the ones that I was interested in and said, pick whatever you think is cool. And then there's one on Vivian Maier, who is controversial, and the way that I understand her is also controversial. The reason why I'm so interested in the history of photography is because of a particular show that I watch on YouTube called The Art of Photography. I will leave a link to it in the description below. And that show is incredible. It is amazing, blows my mind. I love it so much. Ted Forbes, top-notch guy, top-notch show. But the episode that was done on Vivian Maier talked a lot about the controversy around how her work was discovered and the fact that she was never able to edit and decide what was shown to the public. So when I look through this, I can't help but hear Ted's voice talking about that and thinking, would Vivian want the public to see this image? Like, was Vivian proud of this? It's still amazing work, and I find it very important to actively look for female photographers. The part of the history of photography that I'm interested in, there weren't that many female photographers, so I think it's important to actively seek them out. And then I also got Michael Kenner, who wasn't the first photographer that I ever fell in love with, but he was the first black and white photographer that I ever fell in love with. And his work is just wow. He creates these super ethereal, I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but these pictures that just don't seem like the real world from super long exposures. So yep, that is my photography stuff. Moving along, I got some homeware stuff. For example, these cushion covers, which are cool. I'm going for an international, I think I told you that I'm going for an international style in my room. So I got 2 of those. More smellies. Did I get these smellies for my birthday? I think I did, actually. I got Magic Stars, which are my fave. You don't need to see the wrapper, you know what Magic Stars are. More chocolate orange stuff. Yum. But because I was so ill, I didn't actually eat them. I got pajamas. But I did get another pair as well, which I changed into straight away because I was ill. Tights of very extravagant colours, which I like and are very cool. Here's another pair here. I also got a play that I love, that I've been waiting for ages, which is The Shape of Things. Ta-da! By Neil LaBute. which was, I went to a workshop, an acting workshop, a Meisner workshop, and I did a scene from it, and I loved the character that I played. She's a dickhead, she's a bitch, but I loved playing her, and I was just like, I need to read the rest of the play. So I've read half of kind of the beginning, and I also read the scene right before the one that I did during the workshop. Love it, it's great, it's fab. I also got 1984, which is a book that I've wanted to read for a really long time. It is described as the parallel to my ultimate all-time favourite book, which is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Brave New World was written first, I checked that out, and 1984 is based on a totalitarian state that is run with force and control, whereas Brave New World is a totalitarian state based on pleasure and happiness. So they're kind of like, they're thought of as the antithesis of each other, but there are so many parallels, and it's so cool, and I thought it was really important to check out which was written first, because the parallels kind of feel like they could have been inspired or they could have been nicked from each other. But Brave New World came first. That was 1932 it was published in, and 1984 was published in 1949. I do believe that is correct. In my stocking I got some small gifts. I got some nail varnishes, a nice purple one here, and a blue one. I also got a mascara that has a really nice bottle, and I think I like the bottle more than mascara, even though I haven't tried it out yet. And in my cracker, I remember mentioning to you that Mum does personalised crackers every year. She got me Lush Colour Supplement Foundation, that's the word I was looking for. And it's not the shade that I usually use. Well, I say usually, it's not the shade that I picked out. I don't normally use it because it's really expensive. But they do a shade called Jackie Oats, which is perfect for my skin. And this isn't Jackie Oats, but it's still great. It's still fine for my skin. But I did have a bit of a, oh, it's expensive, so I hope that it is the right colour. It is, all good. Also, chocolate coins. My mom also got me hooks for my wall at uni because I'm in private rented, so I'm not allowed to damage the walls or anything or I lose my deposit. So yeah, hooks with removable sticky bits. From my paternal grandmother, I can't do this with one hand. I got mittens, which are very nice, very fluffy, and a candle from my mum, which smells really nice. Ooh, glass. The most interesting present that I got, my mum and auntie were really secretive about the present that my aunt had got me for Christmas, and they were like, you're gonna love it, it's gonna be so practical, it's gonna be like the best thing ever, you're gonna have to pretend you love it when you open it. She bought me an electric blanket. I love it, and I can't wait to use it. It was the whole thing of, you know when I got really, really ill because my room was so cold? Yeah. So everybody bought me blankets and stuff. Like this big fluffy blanket that you saw in the video before. I love it. I mean, I'm so cold all the time. This isn't even like a practical gift that I'm like, oh. It's one that I genuinely, oh my god, yes. Gonna be hell to get back though. But I have just bought a new suitcase. I went out yesterday. Yes, I say suitcase instead of suitcase. I went out yesterday to Matalan and I bought a nice red one, which means that I should be able to get more stuff home than I got here. Great, fantabulosy. I also bought new clothes, which was this, and black jeans. And I've not worn black jeans in about 4 years. That's it, that's what I got for Christmas, and I'm so pleased with all my stuff, especially these photography books. It was a great day, even though I was ill. Give me an ego boost, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.